Good evening, how do you do? Uh-oh. I think I made a boo-boo. Choo-choo, homies. Hey, restream working! It's going to be great. T-Gas, thank you for the bits, mate. That's appreciated. I'm not hearing music. Is that me, or... I see a little bit of output. Oh, that could be me, by the way. Williams! Thank you so much, mate. Yeah, boy! Here we go, choo-choo harmless saucer. How do you do, man? That's the sick intro. It is. I like it. So let's see what's going on in chat. Choo-choo homies, how do you do? It's Tuesday, and on Tuesday I'm going to spend time on development, as you know. I hear music, but it's quiet. It's a quiet tune, I figured. Probably. It's a quiet tune. We'll check in a bit. Let's go through the chat. So it's development night today. I have the idea to... well, we'll do it in a sec. Let's go. Hey, Timo. Hi. You were first, mate. Timo was first today. Hi from Huddersfield, UK. Hey, mate. Hey, Danielle. How do you do? Yeah, damn, son. It's Choo-Choo Tuesday already. I like that. Choo-Choo Tuesday. Happy Choo-Choo Day. Choo-Choo. Oh, man. If you try it like 10 times in a row, you will choke. And then looks, hey mate, how do you do? The bot is back. Yeah, it seems so. It seems like it. That's good. Mr. Bonani, hey homies, hey, hello homie, how do you do? Thank you for tuning in. Rasmus is here, Photo848, hey mate. Dol the Deer, finally catch a Frank's live on Tuesday. Tuesday. Well, welcome, mate. How do you do? Thank you for tuning in. Gary's here. Ever considering adding an X-Lights add-on, Frank? Oh, man. I don't know, man. Timmy! Thank you for subscribing, mate. You're now officially a Home Assistant homie. And please let me know in the chat, sir. Do you like cats or dogs? Timmy! Okay, never mind. I'm a little bit loose tonight. This seems very similar to Bubbles. I think you're talking about the track by... Yeah, except this is a new track. The new track by Tokyo Machine. I love it. The kids love it as well, by the way. And hello homies, back from Vegas. Missed the streams. They have internet there, McFroy. Nevertheless, welcome back, mate. How do you do? Had a good time in Vegas? Business or pleasure? Okay. While you're doing this, I'm going to flash my 4-pack of Tekken plugs. This is my, well, it was a 12-pack, but it's now a 10-pack, I guess. 2, 4, 8. Yeah, it's now a 10-pack. But yeah, I flashed them all and calibrated them all. So that was quite interesting day. It took me an all freaking day to actually do this. So yeah. It's like Bubbles meet Tetris. Tetris. Yeah, I can see where you get that. Yeah, cool, man. No way better to spend time at home. Frank stream. Hey, Hammer Cam, how do you do? At home? I still feel like you should be at the airport. Atomic Papa. Hey, Frank. Hey, mate, how do you do? Thank you for tuning in, man. Solo fly, and we made it. Hey, Solo. Great, man. Padra is here. Hello, homies. Hey, restream working. It's going to be a great night. Yeah, apparently. Music super low. Yeah, I had that one already. That's a sick intro. Thank you again. I'm just repeating it because... Thank you. Choo choo, choo choo. I hear the music. Robert is in the house. Thank you so much, Robert. Yeah, boy! 6 months in a row. Holy shit, we should celebrate, mate. Thank you so much, that's appreciated. I hear music and it's okay level in my headphones. Thank you for letting me know, Ian. And sup, Frank? Welcome Tuesday. Yeah, kind of quick. I had a day off yesterday, so it feels like Monday to me somehow, but okay. I sent something twice, and then the stream first and it showed a timestamp. Then I think I broke it. I sent something twice when the stream first started and it showed a timestamp of 00. I think I broke it. Oh, so you were first. TCAS was first. I'm sorry, T-Bone. I'm pretty sure TCAS was first in that case. Hey all, hey mate, how do you do? Also, I can't type today, apparently. We all have that issue. Say this playland in the house. Kun is here. Hey Kun. Timmy! I'm all unicorns. I have something like that, but it's probably weird. No, that's the wrong thing. Let me see. I think...
Pretty please.
Yeah, it's just missing, but it could... No, it's not a unicorn. Sorry, mate. No time for streams. Sat at a poker table 12 to 80 hours a day. Pure pleasure. Holy shit, mate. Did you win? Did you win? Like, a shit ton. Okay, never mind. Five we why? What? I'm not sure, man. Did you join? Had a situation that AdGuard had been blocking IPv6 addresses? No. Not sure. When add-on is enabled, everything which is working, though IPv6 does not work properly. I'm not familiar with that issue, though. I have IPv6, so... And I'm using AdGuard, so... Jay After Dark is in the house, mate. Hello, TCAS. Okay, no, my little pony. Your little pony. Magnus, how do you do, mate? I switched from Pile to AdGuard, gotta say, so far I'm not digging it. Uh-oh. I guess I could have less configured in it yet, but I'm getting way more ads compared to the list I had in Pile, so I'm guessing I could export and import again and see what happens. I do agree on the default list not being as complete as Pile has. But I added a few, and I'm pretty convinced it blocks as much as before, if not more, and doing it more efficiently. My response times are way better than with Pi-hole. So yeah, but yeah, it's a personal preference. Rocket Creations, hey man, hey Frank, hey man, how do you do, man? What are you doing here, mate? Glad you tuned in, though. Walkanoid is here as well, hey mate. So that's the end of the chat. For today, my plans for today are AdGuard. The reason why is because AdGuard has released a new version. So we have now 0.96, I believe. And they fixed some stuff for me, so that's cool. They added a shit ton of new features. Also, a feature that helps the add-on, and a features that are just cool to have, like it makes it more feature-rich and more up to par with Pi-hole. So somebody actually opened, like 2 people actually opened up 2 PRs. I think I have at AdGuard at this point 2 PRs for updating the add-on. But the point is, it's not only the add-on at this moment anymore. Since if you guys didn't know yet, I've built an integration for Home Assistant, which will ship in the next Home Assistant release. So the next major release, which is in 2 weeks, I think, 2.5 weeks-ish, we should get like proper AdGuard Home integration in Home Assistant, which is freaking cool. Like you could automate things. You could automate like parental filtering, turning on and off with Home Assistant, or even automate like enabling specific lists you want to block. For example, you could create your own block list with the things on it you want your children not to visit. Let's say you do not want your children to visit YouTube. You could create an automation that loads a list with YouTube in it and blocks it during the day and, well, opens it up on certain times. Or even hook up Google Home if you'd like. Like, would shout, hey, famous search engine, please enable YouTube. Block my wife from Amazon, you say? Well, that's a possibility. That's a possibility, that's for sure. Might run AdGuard in a VM on his home server. Yeah. So there are some really cool things going on. And secondly, there are some major improvements in the latest release from AdGuard. And I'm pretty sure because I thought their API was a little bit wonky, they fixed that. But the integration I built for the upcoming release is based on the wonky API and not the fixed API, so probably my Python library will break, and my integration probably will be, like, it will be working, but some things will act weird. So we should address that. So it's not only add-on upgrading today, we're going into upgrading the add-on. When the add-on is upgraded, we're going to look at the Python client library I wrote for AdGuard Home, and if all goes well, we could go in and actually fix the integration if that's needed at all. I'm not sure. Perfect, I've been using it to block for household safety. What about directing filters per device? Yeah, so the new AdGuard release is going to add like client specific filters. So what you could do in the next add-on release is specifying like the features to enable or disable per client. So you could enable your desktop and free it up like totally all ads and all the naked ladies in the world. But if your kid's on the iPad look at it, it will get a parental filter. So that's cool, right? So that's coming in the next release. So let's get to it. Let's break some things tonight. Let's see something else. Frank, one of the best things I did with Pylon Home System was add a HomeKit button that disables it for 10 minutes, raises the web factor. You can do that with AdGuard way more easy, since, well, Harmless Saucer, AdGuard will actually be available as a normal switch in the next release, and we all know how to automate switches, right? Like hell, you could even do it with Node-RED, since the thing already is like coupled, right? Any features for single guys? It should be like a reverse parental filtering for you, I guess. Okay, Jay After Dark, hey mate, how do you do? Perfect, I've been looking for a block. What about direct filters? Yeah, I had that piece. Block AliExpress and Banggood in the end of the month. Yeah, you could. Normally my wife's holding me back to spend too much. Hey people, Harmless Sauce are awesome, yeah. I think so too. Wow, did Frank get a new webcam looking crisp? No. No. But I changed a little bit. I'm more on the side now. This side, sorry, it's in reverse. So I'm more on this side. So normally I'm here. And I'm here. Secondly, my green screen changed a bit. What's up?
It was funny.
It was funny. Somebody started laughing behind me because I did that. Well, whatever. But my green screen is a little bit different now, so I have more space, but that's about it. But thank you, Intimatech. Thank you so much. Hello from Portugal. You want to say something? What's up? Why are you like...
Looking at you?
Yeah, looking at me. That's really weird. I know a lot of people are watching, like over 70 people at this point, and she's behind me, and I feel like being watched. Yeah, it's stupid. I know. It's just so weird. Okay.
You feel so uncomfortable.
Yeah, I feel uncomfortable if you're behind me. But that has a history, I guess. Right?
Yeah.
That has a history.
Why?
Why? You ask why? Of all freaking people, why? Guys, could you explain to her why? No? Okay. No. Better lightning, maybe? No, same. No, I'm not going to repeat those words for my own safety. Why the middle finger? Get out. Okay. Never mind. We have proof on video. Yeah, we have tons of proofs, right? Webcam looks much better. I changed the angle a bit, and my lighting is like the same as always. It's just the green screen a little bit more in the back though. But good to know it's working, because I have more space, and That actually feels good and comfortable. Hello, what's the master teaching today? I'm not teaching anything, Charlie, I'm just doing my thing. And talking about doing my thing, let's go in and do my thing. And hold on, let me switch to my... Oh, that's the wrong button. To my desktop. Here we go. Hold on. Well, hello. Wax on, wax off. Yes, so. You only have to wax it on, and then you can, in 5 minutes, wax it off, and it's even laser-proof, Mike. Are you familiar with Amazing Discoveries? I hope so. So, I'm with an email provider called Fastmail, and they have been down for half an hour, which kind of sucks. Wait, I think Amazon and Twitch finally figured out I have Prime. Let's try this. Yeah, boy! Thank you, Quindorian. That's appreciated, Quindor. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much, sir. Holy moly. Okay, welcome to my desktop, by the way, and thank you, by the way. Really thank you, that's appreciated. So let's go into, this is my my Home Assistant installation, doesn't matter that much. You're welcome, okay, thank you. Doesn't matter that much today. I need to go into, where do I start? I have a question of Combi. Which of two versions is best to get? Combi 1 or Combi 2? I would go for the Combi 2, mainly because of future upgrades. I have a Combi 1 though, but the 2, the 2 has way more, I don't know, power stuff, range a bit, decent housing, a different CPU. So yeah, if you can, I would definitely buy the 2. So let me... And that is where you can get them. That's the 2, I believe. What do you use for temperature monitoring in the bedrooms? Oh, Eurotronics... Z-Wave thingy. This one. This one. This is what I use. It's a Dutch website. I can switch it to English though. Here we go. So, Eurotronic Spirit. It's a German made. And it's Z-Wave Plus. And yeah. It's fairly cheap. For a Z-Wave Plus device. With FLIR support as well. Runs on batteries. Pretty freaking responsive. But yeah. I really need the time. So much ESP Home projects waiting for me. Yeah, I know what you mean, man. I know what you mean. Let me change the volume a bit here for myself at least. I hope the music isn't too loud though. I have 2. It's nice and fast on the gateway that came with a thread free. Here we go. Do you flash tank-in switches with Desmoda? No, mine are switched with ESP Home, and I'm releasing a blog post on it in the upcoming days though. I'm finishing it up at this moment. For instance, my latest Node Red update, my Node dashboard doesn't load any. I didn't have any reports as far as I know. Nigel? Just checked out your AdGuard HA integrated. Looking pretty cool. Yeah, it is pretty cool. So let's... Oh, four pull requests? Hey. Oh yeah, this one is my own. Okay. Let's take a look at github.com. Home Assistant. Oh, not the IO. That's the documentation. The non-IO. So this is landing in the next Home Assistant release. It's a little bit too big. Which is the integration for Home Assistant with AdGuard. And as you can see, you have tons of switches, some statistics, some sensors going on here. and you can link it up via integrations, so you can just click through the interface, no YAML needed. It's even worse, you cannot configure this thing with YAML, so it's just click and play. It supports devices stuff, which is nice, and it's getting auto discovered if you have the add-on, and then you can just click configure, hit submit to confirm, and that's it. And it has some services as well, so that's coming up. Jasper, nice, thanks. Here we go. Just remember to upgrade the firm first thing you do. Yeah, that's a good tip, Shadow. Man, you made the players real short now, huh? Oh, I'm still on the playlist of the stream start. Hold on. Thank you for letting me know there. Wow, look at all those energy plugs. Yeah. Oh, ouch. These are some, right? The Tower of Power. How do them things work so close to the radiator? Why wouldn't it work? It's water flowing through them. That attaches to your radiator. Yeah, it does. Have you converted the 2 meter Tuya thing? Still happy with that device? The 2 meter Tuya thing. Oh, this thing. Yeah, I have 2 in use now. So far looking good. Pretty fine. Frank, as I understand, you're developing your add-on and some core stuff. Do you do that in the same environment? No, I don't. We're going to get there. Does it use the new discovery approach? The new discovery approach is for zero conf and those kinds of things. This is HasIO specific discovery, which is the same as used for decons and QTT, which are previously the only 2 add-ons that can be auto-discovered. And this is the second one. What basically happens if the add-on starts, I can show you by the way, if the add-on starts, it will send a message to the supervisor. And as soon as Home Assistant starts, it asks the supervisor, like, hey dude, got some stuff for me? So this is all the code for the autoconf, the discovery stuff. And what it basically does is posting some data to the supervisor saying, hey, for the discovery service, this is my IP address and this is where you can contact me. And the service is called AdGuard. And this matches the integration in Home Assistant. So what the part route for the first one with them all plugged in? I noticed there's a little bit of difference between each of them all. Like they're almost the same, but there's still slight difference in the power sensors and in their usage. So it's 1.12 up to 1.25 watts if they're switched on. So the relay is switched on all of them. So I had a difference from 1.12, 1.14 to 1.25 watts. So about 0.1 watt difference between all of them. They use about 0.8 watt a piece since there's a little power. Yeah, they use about 0.8 watts as long as the relay is switched off though. Oh wow, that's more than I thought. Never measured one of mine above 1 watt. Yeah, I measured them all though, and there's a little bit of variance between them. But if the relay is switched off, they use about 0.6 to 0.8. When it's switched on, it's about, well, I already said it, but 1.1, 1.2, about ish watts. So it's kind of cool to see if I plug them all in, you can actually measure like the total of the other plugs, but which I did by the way because I could. I think he means temperature running close to the radiator. Does it have impact on it? It does have impact on it, Jasper. A bit. What's your plan for those plugs? I'm writing a blog on it. I'm going to say simply Gardener. One of these upcoming days, I'm going to tweet about these blocks, not about how to flash them or crack them or convert them or anything like that matter, but more on specifically how to calibrate them correctly and what you could do with those and why. Because there's a ton of things you can do with power monitoring a device though. According to my issues block queries, there's some from SAO server. I'm not sure what that is, by the way. The temp for a non-smart radiator thermostat is right there anyway. Yeah, correct. TCAS. I do switch them on only, on and off, and percentages and stuff. Okay, so let's go in. Let's go into AdGuard. I have set up a machine here, which is a freshly started and booted SIO machine. So I'm going to start off with the add-on. So this is the new onboarding. Here we go. And this is just the latest Home Assistant release. So this would be 0.94.3 or .2. I'm not sure. One of those. Doesn't matter that much. This is for add-on development. Hello, are you home? Yes, I'm home. Oh, this is true. This is all the new stuff, right? And hey, I'm in Amsterdam, mate. I'm about 60 meters above sea level. Look at all these ESPs. Beautiful. Save it. SIO, add-on store. Cool, I want to make a video about it in the future, kind of same idea how I ended up using them. But that's still a while away. We'll refer to your blog too. That's okay, mate, that's cool. The blog, it will be mainly covering like a basic template on and how to calibrate them using new methods, like using the linear calibration instead of like the multipliers. Secondly, I'm focusing a bit on some tips on doing it, because it can be quite time consuming, and how to make it easier. And I really wanted to write a blog once, like a decent, absolutely nice blog. It should be much better. Yeah, I tweeted actually about it with a screenshot where I am just 0.001 amps off with the meter and the actual Home Assistant reading. So that's just 1/100th of an amp, which is kind of cool. 1000 though. Never mind. Okay. AdGuard Home, here we go. This is it. What do we need to do? Let's go into the pull request here, and let's start off with this is just documentation. I'll skip that for a moment. Use no check, update flag, bump AdGuard Home. That should be a good start. GitHub.com, AdGuard Home team, AdGuard Home. Releases. So this is a 0.696, which brings in resolving of clients and stuff. So it resolves host names now instead of like the manual method. Client settings, so you can filter on specific clients or MAC addresses and set some specific stuff if you'd like to. You can, well, some extra access settings, which is kind of nice, and they fix some stuff here, which is cool. And then they thank me, which I really appreciated a lot. It was a big surprise. Thank you guys at AdGuard Home. And then there came a little fix thing, where parental filtering wasn't working properly. So okay, so the hot fix is the latest, which is added here. This should be the link. Bump AdGuard Home, no format is the tarballs changed slightly. Yep. AdGuard Home underscore. Looks sane, looks sane. If not, we can fix it. Upgrades. AdGuard Home 2. Yeah, that's the format I like. Bam. Merged. Okay, then we had a PR by Chorm. Which adds the no check update flag. That's indeed needed. So what now is possible, if you go into AdGuard, if you have AdGuard installed, in the add-on it will say there's an update available, which kinda sucks since there is no update available. I'm working on it right now. So there's a way to disable it. Secondly, it also disables the auto upgrade, which will be terrible if that is done within the add-on itself. So this flag is needed and is added by request of me, and that's really cool. I really like how they did it. So let's see. Built-in update, so it's disabled in the Docker thingy, which should be here somewhere. Or was it just in the root of the project? Did I miss it? Oh, here it is. Yeah, no check update is what should be added, which is cool. That's what Chorm did, so that's cool. Approve. Thanks, mate. Chorm is really a great help. He's doing many pull requests on the add-ons, which I really appreciate. Also merged. So let's start with this. Since this is documentation, which I'm not looked at yet, this makes it easier for users to understand how to fulfill the requirements. Okay. I don't think so. Even though this helps, like it's better than nothing, it's still like throwing people in the deep, where they just like, okay, here's a static IP, and where do I put this? I don't think that helps. Maybe. Should I add it? What do you guys think? Intimate tech. I've actually been writing a lot of blog posts myself recently and preparing the new QuinLab Dieguno addressable lag controller release. That sounds cool, by the way. I'm looking at those things you create, by the way, and they look like really interesting. But for some reason I can't either make blogs or videos, not both. I think I've been writing like around 15 blogs simultaneously at this point. Just like opening up and then looking at all the drafts I already have and then pick one and continue on it. So yeah. Should I add this? What the hell, let's add it. It won't hurt. It won't hurt. Let's do it. It won't hurt. It doesn't make it worse, so that's okay. Yep. What was the name of the power measuring device? It's PR10 power recorder. So if you look for PR10 power recorder, you're going to find it. This is the PR10C, which is the European one, and you have the PR10D, which is the German or the French one. No, the French one. The German one is the C, which we use. I don't know. But PR10 power recorder, probably an instant hit. Or else look for Intimattack. He has a blog on it, by the way, and he has a little affiliate link there, so you will be thanking him for his kind research as well. And his blog is, by the way, definitely worth a read, by the way, Frijo. Okay, this one I'm going to save for a second. I want to do this separately. The love. You deserve it, man. You did a great job on that blog. And the video, by the way. It's mainly the video, the blog is helpful. Okay, we have updated AdGuard. Let's pull in the changes. Let's open up Visual Studio to start with, by the way. And let's open up the font a little. Not too much. Open project. AdGuard Home, here we go. Let's close it all. Yeah. Pull in the changes. And let's enable the Twitch highlighter as well for tonight. So you guys can point me to errors I make. Twitch highlighter in the house. I'm still on the Home Assistant Discovery branch, so I should get off it. Check out to master. Dennis, thank you for subscribing, man. Yeah, boy. Thank you, man, that's appreciated. What's the difference between a project and a workspace in Visual Studio? Actually, there isn't a difference. I use a project manager, which is an extension for Visual Studio, which allows me to switch between workspaces really quick. So I can add projects which are actually like shortcuts to workspaces. So instead of going to directory or doing file open or recent openings, I can just like create a list of things I use often and then open it really quick. So you're welcome. Okay, thank you, mate. Can I use AdGuard Home on SIO to control ads on a mobile phone over 3G and or remote network? Yes.
Zijn het wietplanten? Use your Home Assistant for smoking weed every day.
So she shows me a picture from Instagram about I don't think that's weed. That's not pot. I don't believe it. What do you guys think? Oh, it's green. That's helpful. Never mind. But it's on Instagram, like a picture of somebody growing plants at least, but I don't think it's weed. But yeah, I guess that, well, never mind.
Smoking weed every day. Ik zag dat, ik dacht, nee.
Okay. Hold on, let me show you one little thing. Here we go, let me see. Okay. Let's see, what else? Where was I? Can I use AdGuard Home on the SIO to control ads on mobile phone? Yes, you can. Sorry. Yes, you can, but it requires kind of VPN or public DNS, which I would not recommend of publishing like your DNS. But I use it as well. I use VPN at this point. I'm testing the WireGuard add-on, which is not published yet, but I'm testing the WireGuard add-on on my mobile phone. So my phone is connected to my home like all freaking day. And yeah, it's filtering ads. Cool, thanks. You can just fake you think it's funny. No, it is. I've seen it before. I've seen like people growing with Home Assistant. It's on Instagram. If you look for it, you can actually find multiple images. So yeah, apparently good for the web. Yeah. Oh, just ship it already. I'm sorry, mate. I'm sorry, mate. So let's check out master. I did already check out master, I guess. Yeah. So that's where I was at. Pulled in the changes. Here we go. Maybe shipping WireGuard to Edge. I'm not quite confident yet. Okay. So we have the latest here, I guess. Yes, we have. So if you look at the Docker file, we'll be at 9.6 hotfix. Here we are. Let's go into the AdGuard folder. Let's see if the thing still builds. That looks great though. I accept. And let's see how it looks inside here. Oh, that was not the thing I wanted to do. Here we go, install. Juan and Tech, hey mate, how do you do? Oh man, now I see you like on stream. The no ref video was awesome, mate. You did a great, insanely good job there. So, yeah. That's that was really cool. I think you did an insanely good job. What are we working on? I'm working on AdGuard, getting it upgraded with tons of new features, and then I'm going to look at the Home Assistant integration, which will arrive at the next Home Assistant release. If it's still working with the latest changes in AdGuard Home they made to the API. What video, Juan? GitHub.com? No, not GitHub. YouTube.com/JuanandTech. Here we go. That's the video I was talking about. It's an introduction video to Node-RED on Hass.io, which he did a really good job on. So that's cool. Thank you so much, though. Okay. First things first. Does this thing still run? I'm going to run on a different port because I need to in this virtual machine. Show in sidebar because, well, that's nice. Let's start the freaking thing. Glad to help everyone. Yeah, you did an amazing job. I think the way you bring it, and by the way, not offensive in any means, the way you say Hass.io, I just love that. I just love the way your accent says Hass.io. I'm really intrigued by it. Like, since the first time I saw your YouTube video on it, and you said that, I was sold. It's just, I love it. I love it. We all have accents, so do I. I do have probably like the worst English ever, and I have an accent, that's for sure. Like, relay is like a difficult word for me, but yeah. That's what she said. Oh. Are you trolling? Yeah, I've been saying the same thing for a while now. His delivery is so calming too. Yeah, that's indeed the power of him. Okay. So the thing is started. It's here. Nice. So it runs. Shows up pretty nicely. We have a client. Hi client. How do I change this client? I want to change this client. Can I? I should be. How do I? That's new, right? How do I change it? There are now refresh buttons here. Cool. There's a refresh button here. There are more refresh buttons than anything else, but okay. Settings. Oh, this is new. Filters is the same. This is the same. Setup guide is the same. I like this, by the way. Pile should do this. How to set it up. Okay. Okay, so all is the same except for... This looks pretty much the same. Except for settings. This has changed. This is a sub-menu now. In general. Oh, they just split it. That's cool. DNS settings. Yeah. Access settings. That's nice. Encryption. This is the client-specific stuff. Client's runtime. Nice. Oh, that's freaking cool. I definitely have to figure out the API from this thing, so we can add this to Home Assistant. So you can toggle on specific devices. It's nice. I saw that stream where you're working on the AdGuard VPN. Can't wait. Any ETA? No, I do not have an ETA. It's a complex one though. Nevertheless, I do have it running on my phone. I'm using it now for a week and a half, and I'm pretty happy with it. I even route through AdGuard on my phone, so if I'm out of home on my 4G network, like somewhere in the middle of nowhere, I still have like AdGuard filtering, which is seriously cool. Okay, this is cool. Let's try a request. Does the request still work? And this is the IP right here. So dig test. No. How was it again? Like so, or minus P? That was it. No response. That's weird. That's not working as expected. This is working as expected. It's the IP. Okay, here we go. Oh yeah, makes sense. Okay. So this answers. That's cool. And now try, I don't know, AdSense Google.com. Is that blocked? No, it's not blocked. Ads.google.com. I need something that's blocked. No, that's working. Is it on? Well, not totally, but... I need something that's blocked. Double-click.net. That's cool. Simply Gartner, what system do you use for VPN? Like my Home Assistant setup. So you've always had VPN active on mobile to connect back home? Yes. Full-blown routing to home. And I've set up the AdGuard client in a way that as soon as I enter my Wi-Fi at home, it will disable the VPN. So as soon as it loses connection to my home Wi-Fi, it enables VPN. And that's really cool. That's really helpful. So this is blocking, but not in a way I expected it to be. It's blocking to localhost. What did it before? It didn't block. So it now blocks, but it blocks to localhost. That's weird. I expect it to be an X domain. That's not what I expected. So that's probably a new setting, which I read something about. Where is it? I've seen something about this somewhere in the release notes. Let's go back here. You use iOS devices, right? Yes, I do. AdGuard. Yes, AdGuard. To activate AdGuard remotely on 4G. Yeah. Because that's what I'm curious about. For Android devices, it wasn't able to easily turn on off based on network OpenVPN. AdGuard can do that without an issue. Sounds like you have a lot of documentation and how-tos for me in the future to set up everything, Frank. Yeah. I'm not really the how-to guy, am I? Not really. Luckily we have one here who does a great job, but I'm not like the how-to guy. I think my documentation is decent at best. But okay. Let's see, releases. Something happened here. Something changed. I think it was about implement no blocking in addition to an X domain. Oh, it does not resolve? No, it does resolve. So what's the difference now? An X domain. So if the blocking mode is responding as an X domain or IP address is 000, why am I seeing localhost? It has been blocked though. It blocked some things more, by the way. Oh, it's blocking itself. That's oh no, that's the current domains. This is blocked. What else? The other suggestion, doubleclick.net. Yeah, this is what I expected to happen. It's okay, it's working. Fake for negative caching.adguard.com. Here we go. Should I quote you on the documentation part for AdGuard earlier? No. Why? I guess it's easy for me because I work at tech support. Maybe, I don't know. I think it's hard for me to sometimes, like, a lot of things are like normal to me and which is not normal to everybody, I guess. I think that's a problem. It's like the car mechanic that's looking at somebody explaining how to change a light bulb in like the headlights of a car. I don't know, something in those lines. That's why I do my cleanup passes when I'm not too tired from work sometimes. IP0 transferred into localhost usually. Yeah, but it shouldn't happen. I would have expected it to be like so. So this does not make sense to me, if you see what I mean. But it's probably because I've already resolved it before to bust it. So it's probably busting the cache there. That kind of makes sense. But it's working. It's blocking. It's blocking fine. So that upgrade succeeded. What I want to do now is merge in the other PR I have open to do some other discovery stuff, because that's not really tested yet. So a bit off topic question. That's okay, mate. When to use Desmoda and when to use ESP Home, isn't it sort of the same? It is the same, as in it runs on an ESP chip. That's where it ends. Desmoda or ESP, I think that's like asking people, do you like Firefox or Google Chrome? Which browser to use? Which is the best browser? I think it's like, it's not the same. Desmoda can do a lot of functions of ESP Home, but ESP Home is much more feature rich. It's not like the same. What happened?
I don't know. You?
I actually don't know.
You broke it.
Can I fix it later? Okay. I do suggest everyone that uses ad blocker to allow ads on people they follow like me. I don't even know. I'm not doing that, and I'm not allowing. No. No, if you follow me and use an ad blocker, that's okay. We love trains. Does AdGuard also filtering tracking pixels and tracking URL redirects? In theory, yes, because it just blocks DNS. We love trains. Trains. So this works. What did you break, Frank? Her Home Assistant app on the iPhone shows a login page. And I created her account once. Then I logged her in. And I have no clue what I used on passwords or usernames or whatsoever. So she has no Home Assistant on her phone, by the way. Stephen McKellen, morning bro. Good evening, mate. How do you do? Thank you for tuning in. Okay, let's upgrade the auto discovery part. Should I? Yeah, let's go. Let's do it. So this is the auto discovery piece, which is really, really not tested. Like, just a tiny bit, but yeah. It's tested a tiny bit. So yeah. Confirm. Here we go. Mark says, hey Frank, when I use Pile or AdGuard, my Hash.io instance is blocking internet access on Hash.io itself. That's correct. So I cannot use Nabukasa. It's blocking internet access on Hash.io itself. That's because you didn't follow the manual. You have to configure static IP and external DNS to prevent it becomes a client of itself. So that's a configuration error. Recreated, problem solved. Yeah, I could just reset her password, but I'm not going to do that on stream right now. So, Danny Bauman, hey mate, hi Frank, sorry I'm late to the party. Well, that's okay, mate. You're here. You're here. YOLO! Okay, merged it. Let's pull in the changes. Best LWE. Boy! Thank you so much. That's appreciated, mister. That's appreciated a ton. Okay, I'll look into that. Thanks. You're welcome, mate. And join our Discord. If you have issues, join our Discord. It's easy to ask there a question. There are multiple people there that know the answer to a lot of things. And I'm hanging around there all the time. I do sleep sometimes, but yeah. Okay, we pulled this one in. That's the discovery, and the only thing I worry about at this point if it breaks or not. So let's go into Hash.io, dashboard, and let's rebuild the fuck. Oh no, that's not going to work. Ah! Wow, did I just stop it? Start it while rebuilding it? Why is that even possible? Okay, let's uninstall it. Because the configuration changed pretty much. So let's just start fresh. Sleep is overrated, jet lag for the win. Sleep is overrated, I do agree. It's a waste of freaking time. If I wanted to have AdGuard set up at the same time as Pile to test with it, can I just set the DNS port to like 5.4? The add-on won't start with 5.3. Listen for the port. Yeah, you can, but there are not many. Yeah, you can. That's the answer. Yes. Yes. Install it. At this point, I'm just happy if I start the freaking thing, it will actually start. That's about the thing I would like to see. The port 54. Save it. Join sidebar. And start the freaking thing. Please work, please work, please work. Successfully send discovery information to Home Assistant. Cool, I'll just change the port back to 53 and start when I retire Pi-hole. Yeah, that's probably a good point to do it. Upgrading schema, all nice. Some error I wish that could go away, which will happen soon, by the way. This looks great, by the way. AdGuard home. Hello, mate. How do you do? That looks good. Do you use DNS over HTTPS? Would you recommend doing so? Yes, I do it on my main system for outgoing traffic. Yes. Internally in my home, no. So I do use the default right here, this one, which is already like DNS over HTTPS, and I've enabled parallel queries and added like another one of TLS, and you can just add multiple in here. But I added the encrypted ones, which kind of works awesomely. Then, yeah, that's it. Internally, I do use like old school, old-fashioned port 53 DNS, unencrypted stuff, since it's on my internal network. The beauty of that is that my Edge router actually allows me to redirect all DNS traffic in case some client wants to go around it and just tries to redirect the traffic. So let's say you try to use the Google public DNS server on my network. Your client will still think it's doing that, but actually it's talking to AdGuard. That goes to Cloudflare. Because I just reroute all traffic outgoing on port 53. Okay, so this is still working. The discovery was okay, so that makes me happy. Oh, little fella's sleeping. I like to peek sometime. Such a cute sight. Migration from Pi to AdGuard stuff has IO DNS resolving. Okay. Android 2. That should be fixed, by the way, in an upcoming release. Evening, more AdGuard stuff. Yeah, upgrading. Okay, I think we're done. I think the add-on kind of works at this point, so that's okay. This is nice. The only thing needed now is to see if only at that age. Yeah, I guess so. I guess now we have to test my client library. No, not has.io add-ons. Franks, let's Python AdGuard home. So this is my client library I wrote for. This is what the Home Assistant integration uses to talk to the AdGuard home instance. What I need to make sure is that this still works with the latest AdGuard, and I kind of know already that it won't. So let's dive in. We're going to do some Python now. Since I have not added it to my projects, I have to go in manually, but that's okay. Open Visual Studio Code. Okay, let's close all. Terminal's here. Let's activate the virtual environment. Did I have some changes upstream? I don't think so. Not already up to date. Let's make a dev environment here. Here we go. So at this point, make test, which runs test. I hope it's readable for you guys. Does it need to be bigger? Okay. Let's run a test. Make test. Right now, it just passes everything. So that's cool. All the unit tests just work, but these are not tests run against AdGuard itself. This is like a fake AdGuard that's running to test the logic of the code base, not test against AdGuard. So that's something we have to fix, right? We have to test against AdGuard itself. all good here. That's going fast. Yeah, it is fast. It's async as well, and it's just like, it's not that many things. Like, it's not a large library, it's pretty darn small, as we're going to see. So let's take a look here. We have to see if this all still works, right? So let's change up, I don't know, the example. We had been talking to this IP address. Oh, and I have to open up AdGuard so we can reach it from an external port, right? So let's do that. Let's open up AdGuard so I can talk to it from outside Pass.io. Save it. Restart it. Oh, that will fail because of SSL, probably. It doesn't fail because I have SSL certificates here, but I do not need one of them. Save. Restart. If all is okay, I can use that IP here on port 8585. Visit AdGuard. Yes, and it asks for username and password, which I'm not interested in at this point, so let's disable that as well. Keep things simple. Leave front door open. True. Save, restart. Here we go. How did you set up that development environment? Like the Python, like the library, environment. Is that what you want to know, Soulfly? I do have a written instruction manual though. Let's go here. So this is the installation and usage on how to use it. If you want to contribute, you have to create a Finchrow environment, which you do by checking out the code base and then run make venv. So I can actually just type in here. If you do not, I already have one, so I'm not going to do it. But if you run make venv, it will create a Finchrow environment in Python for Python AdGuard home library. And then you can enable it using this, using activate. And then you can just type make dev, and it will install all the requirements you need, the testing tools, and everything that's needed to development on that thing. So that's all this piece. That's a little make file created that just takes off like all the work you need to do to start working on this thing. If you type just make, just as shown here, I can type it here as well. It will show you all the commands that are available. So linting, testing, running coverage tests. So if I do make coverage, it will actually generate a coverage. Open up the browser, and now you can see like how the tests are covering my files. Is everything hit with the green stuff? So it actually shows all the code, and if the tests that are in there hitting like all the lines in the files. So if your coverage is okay. So there's all kinds of things in this make file which really shortens my attention to, like, I don't have to worry about a lot of things. I can even drop releases right here and make distributions and, well, all kinds of stuff. Make. It's all with make. Okay, we confirmed this port is now available, so this should be able, we should be able to run this example, right? So let's run this example. Python examples, and this is stats.py AdGuard home hotfix. So this thing still runs. That's nice. Going to have to steal that. Go ahead, mate. It's open source. Go ahead. But the make file is actually pretty helpful for me. But this still works, like the stats works, so that's cool. Let's try another one. Let's try control. Port is 8585. Here we go. Oh. Control it. Oh, that still works. So that's something I did not expect, maybe. I don't know. Let's try the IP here. port is 8585. So these are like simple tests that run all kinds of things, like example files. It's not actually tests, but examples. But it's kind of nice to be able to change some stuff in here and see if it works, right? So all these pass as well, so that's cool. Music a little loud, distracting from... Okay. I find it loud too as well. It's probably the song as well. Oh, okay, let's tune it down a bit. You're allowed to stealing, but not to sell it. True enough. No, actually you are. It's MIT license. I licensed it MIT. I just steal your ID to redact DNS queries to AdGuard with my PF sense. Well, there you go. That's pretty helpful. Thanks for the idea. You're welcome, mate. We can see the bottom of your screen while you're typing. That should be working though. All my open source stuff is MIT too anyways. Yeah, here we go. I'm not sure I can see, like on my stream preview I can see everything. Yeah, and on my Twitch preview as well. And on my other live stream preview as well, so... Not sure. What Visual Studio color theme are you using? It's called Purple... Shades of Purple. Shades. Yes, bottom of chat missing. In his toolbar. No, that... I think that's a coincidence. Because, look at this. I think that's a misconception. See? If I would like a beer? Give me a soda. No beer. Yeah. Let's skip beer. Sorry? Like the weekend is over. I want a beer. Like it's morning for you, Juan. Probably. What is?
Goeie start van de dag met een biertje.
A good start of the day with a beer. Okay, probably.
Dude. And I start Saturday my day with a beer.
Saturday?
Nee, Sunday.
Sunday, why?
Okay.
Because you can. Mm. Okay, so... Yeah, it's dead.
Oh.
It's a dead fly. It's hanging on a spider web. I'm not sure why, but we have to remove that spider web, by the way.
Ooh.
Well, it catches the fly, so
I
that's
don't
cool.
have to.
Okay.
The cleaner bleed.
Oh, looks fine here too. Okay, what plugins for your terminal do you use? I use Power Level 9K. I mean, housekeeping. Housemaid, a maid, cleaning lady.
Yeah, that's it.
Sounds weird. Okay. I want to be okay. I'm still waiting on my beer from last time. His toolbar in his windows. I'm still not sure what you guys were talking. The very bottom chat cut off here, definitely. Yeah. Do you have maximized screen and a different screen resolution? Because I'm streaming at 16 by 10, not 16 by 9. So I'm not streaming full HD. I'm streaming not 1080p, but I'm streaming 1200p. So that might be like, if it's not fit for your screen, it might cut off at some points. Don't steal the spider's midnight snack. No, we won't. So all these examples work, which is kind of cool and all, but yeah, not what we wanted it, right? Because I kind of expected it to fail. So let's go into test.py. Let's create a test here. Let me see what we can do right here. So the thing that I expect to fail is this piece. It's called, I think parental control should fail. Seven Nicks, thank you for the follow, man. That's appreciated. You're now officially a Home Assistant homie, by the way. And please let me know in the chat, sir. Do you like cats or dogs? We're getting not so much responses lately on the cats and dog thing, but yeah, nevertheless, keep trying. Cool. You like dogs? That's quick. Here we go, Snoop Dogg in the house for you. Thank you for the follow, man. That's appreciated. Why test mode can't support ingress? Well, it might be at this point, by the way, because a bug is fixed, which was found by Otto in the ingress. So it might work now, actually. But I had no time to look into it. And I'm going to be real honest here about Tasmo admin. I'm probably going to ditch it. Like, I'm going to deprecate the add-on. I will probably keep it running for a while and do some maintenance on it, but I'm expecting it to be gone. The reason for it, it's great. It works fine, but the project has been abandoned. The guy does not respond anymore, and yeah, it's just like there's nowhere I can go in the end. Or maybe I will keep it running, but I'm not planning on building out features at this point just because of that. I see now when on computer the TV changes at the bottom of the screen, and I can see the logo of the shirt. Here we go. I've set it to 1200 on my TV, 1080p, so that's probably it. Here we go. That's a pity. Yeah, it is a pity. But the guy there were two guys working on it, both are not responsive. They have a Discord server, not responsive on it. I tried pinging them multiple times. And they are on a Tasmoda server as well. They are having like a bigger status on that server. Not responsive at all. I actually left the Tasmoda server because I think they ping too much, but yeah. Wait, I'm missing begin. Is that for Tasmoda? They are no longer working on it. The Tasmo admin, yeah, the Tasmo admin is no longer being working on. Like, it's been that since 2018 December. I think the last thing was December 2018. I kind of expected this to fail though. Parental control enable. Let me check. Control. Section. Cassandra, thank you for resubscribing, man. That's appreciated. Here we go. Yeah, boy. Thank you so much, sir. And generic username, bro. Bro, you have one generic username. But thank you for the follow. And Mamuter is here as well. Thank you for the follow as well. Guys, please let me know in the chat, guys. Do you like cats or dogs? That's the question. And by the way, both of you are now officially Home Assistant homies. That's for sure. That's for sure. I like dogs better. Both are good. And we have Coon Cancers. Thank you for subscribing to YouTube, man. You like dogs? Here we go. Snoop Dogg in the house for you, mate. And Juan and Tech loves cats, but... Okay, Juan. Just because you made such an awesome video, let the cat play a little tune for you. Because, yeah, super allergic. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, mate. I didn't know. I didn't know. Okay, never mind. Animals. Yeah, indeed. Okay, so let's go back into the actual subject here. I expected the parental control here. Where's my control? This is test parental control. I expected the parental control stuff to fail as soon as I enable parental control. So we have to adjust the test right here to enable parental control. Disable it. So let's go. Let's say protection enabled. This is going to be parental.enabled. It's going to say parental control enabled. Ditch all this. Okay, we're going to write a little test to see if this still works, because I fear that this is broken. Let's move this into here so it displays it nicely. Okay, so active is going to contain if the parental control is enabled, yes or no. Then it's going to print parental control is enabled with yes or no, and then we're going to toggle it. So if active, we're going to say await AdGuard.parental.enable. No, disable. We're going to disable if it's enabled. Else, we're going to ask the parental control to enable itself. This is a basic test, so it will toggle each time we run it, right? What we can do is just copy this and in the end show the result again. So it shows the result, then toggles it and shows the result and the current state again, just to test this case, right? Get it? Python examples test.py. So why is this not breaking? It's interesting. There's another place I expected this to happen, to break. This is actually talking to the add-on. The add-on we just tested. So this is this add-on right here running the dev version. This is the one we're talking to right now. So you can see 2 DNS queries done, and that's the same right here, DNS queries 2. So this thing is talking. Because you're good? No, that's not true though. And choo choo, hey Mr. Manani. So when are you getting your new Stream Deck? Not soon. The thing is not like I cannot get one. I looked at Amazon a couple of days ago and in Deutschland, Amazon Deutschland, and still not there. Did you already update Python? Why would I need to update Python? Is Python 3.8 out? Did I miss something? No, I'm pretty sure I would have seen some. Come on. Typing is hard. It's beta. What do I have to do with Python? Okay. Let's get back to here. What did they update? Let's go into their GitHub and let's actually take a look at the code, since at this point I'm feeling lost. I kind of thought this would break. If it doesn't, that's great. Nevertheless, but fixes. API does not decode parameters, form parameters correctly. This is what I requested it to do. This is my original request. It's closed in this PR. Okay, it's Twitch doing it. It's fine on YouTube. Could be. Twitch actually doesn't recommend to do this, like stream this way. Skip this song. It's only fixed on the add and remove filter. So this only affects add and remove filter, not all the other stuff. So actually I should reopen this ticket though. Like this issue on GitHub, which I posted, since it's still broken for the parental control in that case. So what to do? The add URL breaks. So let's try add URL. I need an URL. So let's go into AdGuard home. There should be a repo in here somewhere. Something with lists, filters. Here we go. Syntax. AdGuard home filters. Yeah, this was what I was looking for. So this is a list of filters which you can use in AdGuard home, provided by AdGuard themselves. You can use tons of different filters if you want to. But let's say I want to add this Russian filter programmatically, right? Let's pick up this one. This is one of the filter files. Looks great. Chokes my browser probably. It doesn't. Okay, so that's great. Let's add this programmatically and see if that still works, since that's the affected code. Not the parental stuff, but the add URL stuff. So await AdGuard dot filtering dot add URL. Name is test and the URL is this one. So that should add a URL to the list, which is not in there yet. That's it. Let's try and run it and see what happens. It times out. There we go. It broke. So what happened here? The guys at AdGuard did change the way the URLs are handled. So it's now, I think, accepting JSON instead of a form post. Let me check again. I should not have closed that window. Front lead, that's the front end. Request struct, it expects a JSON now. So before it expected a form be posted on the web, and now it expects JSON with a URL in it. Yeah, before it was text plain, and now it expected it to be JSON. Just for the add URL and remove URL, that's it. That's it, just those two. Which makes no sense, I guess. So let's look at the unit test. Let's adjust my unit test to this. Test, filtering. These are the unit tests. If it's enabled, yes or no, which is already application JSON. Status is already JSON. This is the test for enabling it. Which is fine. Disabling it, which worked. We already tested. Rules count. Add URL. This is sending data as text, which is response. This is his response, and we're sending in how can I check that? This is not being tested. We're doing a post. But I'm actually not checking the type that comes in. So that's actually, the test can be improved. Okay, I'm using a test framework called RA responses. Let's see if it can, like, I don't know, check for a specific response type. Oh, and my chat crashed. And I'm back in the chat, so I might have missed some. Sorry. So it does not natively support like a specific type it expects. So if I want to do that, I have to actually use the handler that's there already. So that's okay. I do not have a handler. Test enabled. No handler here, no handler here. Here's a handler. AdURL is already an handler. That's cool. I got a request here, so I could assert like the header type. I'm already sending in JSON. No, this is not, this is a dict, but it would be like the same thing. Oh, it's not. What the hell is going on? I'm not actually looking at my code, my own code, which is just a couple of weeks old, like I'm seeing something new. Method post JSON data. It's already JSON data. What am I missing here? Add filter URL. Filtering. URL request. So they made a new call. Is that it? Okay. Taking a different approach now. Open API, it has been changed. There's a file in here. Oh, I think they have a shorthand now. Yeah. What? Commercial break. She hates it. So that's not what I expected to happen. This is the Swagger pet store. Oh. Okay, let's get this file. Raw. So this is like the API definition file in Swagger. An open API thingy. Nice. Going to the editor. Let's paste in the file. Here we go. So we now generated API documentation, which we can take a look at. Good old pet store example, indeed. I can also see what's new in here, probably. Remove URL, add URL. That's application JSON with name and URL. Remove URL, application JSON, enable URL, explain. Why doesn't this make sense to me at all? And my chat crashed again. What the hell is going on? So this is new. I don't get it. If that... I did the filtering remove URL. That was the issue. Which has Xform URL encoded, which I do not set. Can you filter the damn commercial breaks? Would be a good idea though. I have no clue what I'm doing at this point. Let's take a step back. Client, use JSON for filtering remove URL. Correct. Oh, it's the remove URL that was missing out. Remove filter. Handle delete. It's just a remove. Is that a change? Okay, that's easy testable. Holy crap, the lag is used now. Is it? Seems pretty quick. 1, 2, 3, 4 chat. Too late. So it's just a remove URL? Is that the difference? Let me check my code. This is the add, this is remove. Yeah, there we go. This one does not do JSON, so it's the remove version. I've been looking all wrong. This is the one that needs to be fixed. And disable URL should be fixed too, but they only fixed. And enable URL should be fixed too. They only fixed remove URL. Add URL was already okay. Okay. Send in some JSON data, URL. Well. That should do the trick. That should do the trick. So this should make it JSON data for remove URL. Make test. So why did add URL fail, by the way? The test now fails, which is kind of expected since the format is different. So that's cool. Why did the test fail? URL already added, so that worked. But I'm going to test the removal. Let's go into test. Copy this. Remove URL. This one. Comment this out. It works. Nope. There's something wrong with add URL. Do I time out quickly? Yeah. Request timeout. There we go. Already added. Let's remove it. Fillers. This is Russian filler. Let's delete it. Here we go. It adds it, so that works. Nicely, it's being added. So there's something to the request timeout. If I remove it again, and it works. Okay, glitch in the matrix. However, this one broke before the change. So let's just test the removal now. It's removed. Add it. There we go. Here it is. Let's remove it again. Fresh. And it's gone. So the remove now works, except the unit test failed. It's fine now. Except the unit test failing, so we have to fix the unit test. And test, because make test will like throw in like, because it expected something else. It gets in JSON instead of the old form kind of like format. Yeah, right here. So this test runs like it's mocking an object. It's calling AdGuard. It's creating an AdGuard instance and calling like remove the URL, and this is the URL, and the function does the JSON stuff. So AdGuard home, like the client, will send in a request to the server, which is not a real one, it's this one. So the request from AdGuard home, the client library, will come in here, and it will try to get the text from it and see if the text in the request that it sends actually matches this. And if it matches, like the assert, then it's okay. But if it doesn't match, it will fail. So it currently just fails because it's no longer a text. We're sending in JSON now. So this should be JSON, since we're expecting JSON nowadays. And the object should be probably like this. It expects a URL with this example URL, which we're sending in right here, asking it to remove this URL, and I expect the data to arrive at this incorrect. Oh yeah. So the data to arrive at the AdGuard home server, which is a fake one at this point, to be looking like this. There we go. All passed. So that's cool. The thing I do not like is that the guys from AdGuard home did not fix them all. So I guess that would be another request for another time. But at least this fixes it for the upcoming release for Home Assistant. Yeah, definitely. So what I need to do right now is create a new release with these changes in it, which is not that much though. Let's clean up a little. This test.py should not be committed, but that's fine. This should not be committed, so let's refer this all. Yeah, let's refer this all. So let's look at the changes right here. Remove URL is now, previously it was using URL is with the URL behind it as the data it sends. Now it sends in a JSON format as the URL. It's JSON data. That's the change. So this is good. This is the only change in this file. Looks fine. Line is not too long. Let's go. Flush that. Then we updated the test to actually think that it should like receive JSON. Before it checked if it was text it received, but it with this data in it, but it now expects a JSON. So the test will check if the library actually sends in JSON in the expected format. So that's okay now. That's fixed. Plus. What else? This is just a test. This was just a test. This was just a example file test, and this was our like playground test. Frank, who and where do I request a change to Home Assistant interface? If it is a feature request, it would go into the community forums. There is a feature request section in there. Okay, what else do I need to do? I need to upgrade the version. So let's change the version, which is stored in version. Hello version, where are you? Here's the version. So let's make it 2.1. No, actually make it 3.0, since this is like a backwards breaking compatibility thing. Is it? No, the API will stay the same. That's fine. It's the damn home and map thingy. It should be at the bottom of the general page. I think it should be like deserve. I don't know. I haven't made up my mind yet, but I think the restart control stuff should not be hidden in the general. I think it should be available straight from the settings page. DK Automator, hey mate, could you add so I can get a notification if someone go to a website that is blocked? You can actually, because you can trigger on the amount of sites blocked. You cannot trigger on a specific website. Feeding the data into Home Assistant would not be real time, so that would be an issue. Does it mean I have to scroll down to get restart and reload to automations? Yeah, I do not use that, to be honest. I use the command line. As soon as I'm working in VS Code, I just type #io restart right here, because, well, I'm here already, so no need to go into the interface. So actually, I never use it personally, but that's me. I do not decide on the UI, and I'm not capable of doing UI stuff as well. So I can only have opinions, and in this case I do not have one actually, because, well, I simply do not use it. Okay, let's clean up a little. Let's make def. Right. So let's reset. Let's throw out what we do not need. This is the new version. Oh, this is the test we did. Discard the changes. This is another test we did. Discard the changes. And another one, we're going to discard it. This test file was fun. Delete it. Can I delete? Can't I delete from here? That's weird. Let's delete this test. How's the state? Look at. We have a new version. Okay. Let's make a commit. Let's say arrow up. No, I did not want an A. If I wanted an A, I would type one. Bump version to 0.2.1. Could you quickly show how? I could. We're going into the component in a sec. Right now I'm working. We first did the add-on. Now I fixed the library to match the latest changes in 0.96, and then I could go into Home Assistant and update this library actually and see what's going on. Off topic, but do you use SSL inside your network for add-ons? Yes, I do. I use a split DNS so I can use my SSL certificates internally as well. The emoji keyboard a Mac thing? Yeah, it's a Mac thing. It's natively built in. Works in every freaking thing. Unless the software specifically asks it to disable it, it will be enabled by default. Are there any alternatives for Linux? I would not know. I've been on Mac for a long time. So let's make this API change here. And this test change. Make fixes remove URL API call 0.96. Here we go, done. And now let's push it out. Let's go to the repo. And I have a little button here. There's Azure Pipelines, which where the build will be happening. Let's see if the latest build is working. Here we go. It's now going to build and run all the unit tests against Python 3.6 and 3.7. In the cloud. Uh-oh. The pre-commit failed. Why? What? That makes no freaking sense. Why does this fail? Can I retry this one? That makes no freaking sense. I did not change anything. That P. The one thing I'm missing from Azure Pipelines is simply freaking try it again button. It's well hidden and actually almost like findable. So let's build another one. Just retry this one button. You can do it all again, but I just want to do this little job here. So while this thing is building, I'm going to fish the restroom real quick. As someone cannot upgrade from 0.941.942. Not have the issue though. And it failed again. What the hell's going on here? Worse.
I try to get by something that I'm not into. My mind is paralyzed.
SQL Live 3, is that a thing? I'm not sure. But I don't get in this piece is this is pre-commit, so this is not my package. I use pre-commit for maybe you've noticed as soon as I started committing stuff, it took a couple of seconds before I actually the commit went through. That's because I made a pre-commit hook that runs all these tests before actually making the commit work. So if I made like the styling not okay or JSON invalid or JOML or whatever, it would just die on me in committing. So I would not be able to commit. So I run these tests, like this pre-commit test set in the build right here, and it's somehow failing me. And I'm not sure why. I hope to see a loading indicator for snapshot long actions soon. Any signs of it? Nah, I haven't seen any. No module named. Yeah, so is that removed from like the base image then? It's weird since it was already this already ran and worked. So is it removed or something? I'm not sure. Let's see. Can I change the build? Can I fix it? Where's this? Here it is. Task. No script. Can I do just this, or should I do sudo? I'm not sure. Should take a quick peek at Pascal's stuff here. Should take a quick look at has.io. Pretty sure it uses it. GitHub.com, Home Assistant. No, not IO. Come on, mates. I know I fished the documentation a freaking lot, but that's not what I wanted. I'm not so familiar with Azure yet. And that doesn't matter though. I did not say Siri. But I want to get more familiar. Oh, update. Update is needed as well. Yeah, this is probably the good stuff. This is what I need. That should do the trick. So this runs the pre-commit test, and before it starts doing that, it will first install this one. Let's see if that works. Thank you, Otto. Oh, by the way, hey, Otto. I didn't pay attention on the name. Hey, Otto, thank you, man. That's appreciated. It's just weird that it just broke, like, I don't know. Oh well. Should I branch this? Probably, so we have a playing card. So let's create a branch. Azure test. Fix Azure build. That's a proper branch name. Let's add it. Git commit -m ambulance and install lib SQLite 3 before pre-commit. Go. Push. Yes. But this should trigger as well, so we can see if this this works. Since this is in a branch, it should be triggered. Expect it to be triggered. Is the VM image based on 1604? Probably yes. Yeah, that's true, but why did it change? Because I've run tons of things and I didn't change this part. So why didn't all of it sudden? So they probably changed the way how the what the image contains, which is cool and all, but okay, this is probably the part where I do not like understand yet how this all works, since I pushed out a branch. So where is it? So let's queue it manually. PR, that's it. I need a PR. There it is. Doesn't look to have changed recently. I don't know, mate. You can look at my build logs. It's like public. And you can see from here, this still worked. 30th of May, it just built. And you can check the GitHub repo. There's nothing changed in the Azure pipeline file. So maybe a dependency, that's possible. Maybe library added a dependency. Yeah, could be. Could be. That looks better. No, it doesn't. Oh, warning. Oh, that's this one. I like Azure, but every time the web interface, my laptop fan starts spinning like crazy. Yeah, it's definitely not light, and I'm still not like a fan of all things. I kind of like it. There's a lot of things to like about it, but there's a lot of things that I don't know. Makes it pretty much unusable for me. I'm kind of like, at this point, I'm not want to focus on this too much now, and I do not get why though, because if I run make dev, which I did on my environment, it does exactly the same thing as that's installed right here. I don't get it. No module named underscore SQL. We are gold partner at Microsoft. Well, congratulations. Bend over, boy, and take it like a man. I don't get it. Mm-hmm. So it definitely is something here, but it's, you know what it is. Microsoft, there's a lot of magic, and you need to dig a lot to get things done. I personally like GitLab CI a lot. I do not like GitLab as a whole, but GitLab CI to me is like how it should work for everything, but it isn't working for everything. At this point, what I'm going to do, I'm going to skip the CI part for now, because I know the pre-commit passes, and this is not like what I was aiming for. I was aiming for this piece. These pass. And I do not need the build to pass in order to release, so I'm going to be a bad boy and skip this, because I want to continue on fixing stuff. This will be done later for now. This is also spammy from here to Tokyo, whatever. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to skip it. I'm going to visit the bathrooms, the restaurant, that's what I wanted to do before this all failed. So let me start there, and then I'm going to push this out, and then I'm going to open a Home Assistant development environment. So run a dev of Home Assistant, upgrade it there, and test it. So I will be back in a second, though. Let's say good night, mate. See you later, and I will be back in a sec. Hold on, and then I need to push some buttons here, which is.
this bullshit drama, I can see right through. Everybody wants something they can't have, so they gon' put it on you. Wherever you go, yeah, you can take me there. Over the ocean, I can see us there. Let's run away and be forever young. We'll catch the sun where there's no need to run. Wherever you go, yeah, you can take me there. Yeah, you can take me there. Yeah, you can take me there. You got that style everybody likes. We'll light it up, take a look at the sky. Cause we're feeling the vibe, feeling the vibe, feeling the vibe. Under these midnight lights.
So what you say? Saw them other guys that were posted up in your way. They was coming at you, really up in a rave. Ayy, baby girl, look out to space. In special moments, I'm saving them for the day. Let me take your hand, baby girl, you never know though. In the night, moving around and taking photos. And I got a whip, baby, it ain't no metro. And we sounded like a combo.
You got that style everybody likes. We'll light it up, take a look at the sky. Cause we're feeling the vibe, feeling the vibe, feeling the vibe. Under these midnight lights. Under these midnight lights.
Baby girl, on how we rollin'. Shooting on point like the Rosen. All them other boys, they were frozen. Baby, take it in for the moment. Don't got time, so we goes in. Driving the whip like it's stolen. Gotta look out, they patrolling. Loving the way that we roamin'. Yeah, give me a time and I can pick you up. On my way to you, got me lifted up. Then I came around in my sister's truck. Had me thinking, oh girl, is this enough? What am I really saying, baby girl, you look amazing. Got me in a trance like I'm staring at a painting. And I'm happy that you never ever kept me waiting. And you real, ain't no
You
faking.
got that style everybody likes. We'll light it up, take a look at the sky. Cause we're feeling the vibe, feeling the vibe, feeling the vibe. Under these midnight lights. You got that style everybody likes.
Yeah.
We'll light it up, take a look at the sky. Cause we're feeling the vibe, feeling the vibe, feeling
Any. So just looking through the Python version changed from your last build to the new one, not sure if related, it's a minor change. Oh, it is? Okay, but never mind for now, it's okay. I'm going to continue and make it work. So let's get the changes here for the change log. Let's go back to master. Got a change log here. Go. And how did I do the versioning? With a fee or without a fee? I believe without. No, with the fee. With the fee. Okay, here we go. And then we need to change log here. Come on, copy it. And that should be capitalized. Okay, let's make it. Here we go. Let's clean up a little. Here we go. Let's publish this on PyPy. So that should publish it to PyPy. Here we go. That's it, it's published. And now we're going to go into Home Assistant, do the upgrade and see if everything still works. So let's open Visual Studio Code on Home Assistant here. Right here we have Home Assistant. And I'm 16 behind, so let's pull in the changes. So I'm up to date with the latest dev version. Okay, now it should be up to date. Yes, I am. So let's, what should I do? Let's just make the change to the new version of the library and try to run it. Okay. Python, and it's update all requirements. Oh, source. Activate the fixed role environment. So that should change the version number across all requirements file in Home Assistant. That's now been done. Yep. I'll run the setup script. Here we go. Now let's run Home Assistant. Let's see if we can get something working here. Start up Home Assistant. Starting it. Bam. Dies. 0conf. Okay, that's not my problem. Fine. So let's go to my local home assistant, my dev version. So this is running on localhost. Here I'm on localhost. And it seems to be already connected. Yeah, this is my actual, this is now connected to my actual AdGuard home instance at home, which nice to see that it still works. It's connected to an actual instance, but let's disconnect it. Let's remove this integration. Here we go. So none configured. We're on a clean slate here. So let's install AdGuard home. The host, that's what we tested on, this piece here. Port. We did 8585 or 5858. What is it? 8585. No username, password. We do not use SSL, so check it off. Submit, connect to it. Success, it connected. Hell yeah. Finish it. There we go. AdGuard home is connected. You're not the only one with the issue, by the way. Okay, that's good to know. So it's a pre-commit issue. But that kind of makes sense though. AdGuard home, here we go. We did a couple of queries here. So I should now be able to control this. So let's see if we can actually see something happening. And I'm kind of missing Vivaldi right now because it allows you to easily put screens next to each other. Okay, we can do it old-fashioned. AdGuard home. So this is our Has.io plugin or Has.io add-on, which is running on 0.96. This is Home Assistant dev running the latest package we just updated. Hey Dr. C's, how do you do? So let's see if we can actually control stuff right now. So this is DNS settings. No, this is filter setting. Filters. No. Where are they hidden out? General. This is it. So if I enable Safe Search, which is the bottom one right here, to be able to enable it and refresh, it should be enabled. If I disable it here, it should take a couple of seconds and then it should pop back right here. Come on. There we go. That works. This one, turn off this one. That's nice. I can disable protection in general. Play it here. Nice. I could enable it again. Could enable protection. Here we go. Okay, this part works. The thing that we changed was the remove URL, right? So we're going to add a URL again. Like the... which I didn't save, which kind of sucks. So let's go. AdGuard home filters. Here we go. And we're going to pick up the Russian filter again. Russian filter. Here we go. And in Home Assistant we have now services. So we could say things like AdGuard home, add URL. And why is there no description of it? That makes sense. Okay, that was buggy. Add URL, and we can give it like the name test, which is weird since if you do not give the name it will fail, but if it can fetch the name from the URL provided, it will override it. So you can, in this case, the filter contains the name for the filter. So this one doesn't matter. I could put in blah, and it would not use it. So I don't get that part of the API yet. Maybe I should open up a GitHub issue about that. But this is going to add this filter, which I should not have yet. I do not have the Russian filter. let's call the service here. That should make it pop up any second now. Not. There's something wrong. Playlist. Yeah, indeed, that's the way how you can get it. Not all songs are on there. I updated my list tonight, so I will update the other list as soon as possible as well. I don't get it. Why is this not added? This makes no sense. I'm going to restart Home Assistant because I removed and added something. Maybe that's the problem. That's an issue. That's probably a bug. More Home Assistant related, probably. It's not possible. That's okay. Name, test, URL. Message already added. So it did pick up. It's just slow. Okay. Now the thing that's going on here is remove URL. I want to remove it. That thing was broken, so that should be fixed now. All servers. And it's gone. Let's try add URL again. There it is, it's added. Let's remove the URL again. Nice. So this is how you can actually make like a custom list, add it and remove it, but you could also just use enable and disable to specifically disable one of those. So for example, let's run add again, call servers. Why has it lost it? Okay. I'm going to make myself leave. Let's add this URL in here. And let's say this URL contains like the list of things you want to block for your kids, right? So you want to block YouTube, and you put in such file, you put youtube.com. It's just a file containing all kinds of domains and stuff. And you can create one of those files yourself, so it contains all the domains it should block. So you could potentially block YouTube on Netflix if you want. But let's say YouTube. You're blocking YouTube. And I lost my assistant here. No, this is AdGuard, this is my assistant. So let's say this contains your kids' YouTube, right? So this thing is now enabled. Let's say you want to have a rule where you can say, okay, after kids are to bed, like at 7 p.m. or something, you want to, well, automatically open up YouTube again. That could be done by disabling that list. So if I check off this box, it will disable this list and open up YouTube. But that's something you want to automate, right? So you could call the service disable URL with the URL, and then the URL in it, call it in an automation. And that would remove the checkbox. And in that case, the site you want it to be blocked is now open again. So you can allow automations to actually set custom filters if you want to. But in general, all these switches are just available. You can just use them as entities and make automations out of them. Same goes for DNS queries and stuff. If you see like parental control blocks request and you want to respond on it by, I don't know, send a TTS message to your Google Homes, that's possible. You could also, because these are switches, you could expose them to your Google, right? So you could just shout in your home like, a famous search engine, disable ad blocking. You could do such a thing if you wanted to, so that's kind of cool. But the integration works, it still works, and the remove URL, which we changed, works. So we can now open up a pull request at Home Assistant to upgrade the package. That's neat. And we could release the add-on. That's really neat. Kind of like it. We have 44,000 rules loaded right now. That's kind of nice. This statistic, this one, is not available for from the AdGuard home interface. So, hey Frank, hey homies, hey Dutchmania, how do you do, mate? Yeah, ship it. Guess so too. So this is coming in the next home system release. So this is pretty cool. Being able to do these things on your network, I think that's kind of unique. Doing good. How about you? I'm fine, mate. I'm fine. Be quite keen to provide it. Yeah. Was kind of expected. Okay. So let's create a branch. Git checkout -b rank number 67. This is PR 67 this year on the Home Assistant repo. Switched it. Yeah. Let's push it. For Mac, cool. So you can have child block URLs when you're not home and then turn it off when you get home automatically. Yes, that's basically it. You can now automate like global parts of your network. The new AdGuard Home does introduce some new ways to actually do it client specifically. So that's kind of cool, although the integration does not support it yet. And I'm going to look into how to integrate that. If that's like, it would probably not be switches, but it definitely could be service calls or something. I'm going to look into that. I'm not sure yet on how to do that piece. So yeah, but that's for the next release. Like, let's do this basic stuff. Like, it's already pretty freaking advanced, but let's keep it at like simple. The statistics and the switches, the global switches for the initial release in Home Assistant. That's a good start, right? So I've pushed it out. Let's open a pull request with Home Assistant here. Hello, Home Assistant. Oh, I did not commit. Let's start committing stuff. Okay. Bumps AdGuard Home to 2.1. Push. Go. Breaking change, no. Breaking change. Description, bumps, AdGuard. With add filter. That's it. Fixes nothing. There's no documentation change, so not available. There's no configuration YAML for this integration. These are checks boxes we can do later on. Let's create a pull request. Code has been tested and worked locally. Local test pass, we're going to see. I did not run it. I'm pretty sure it will, since I do not have integration tests. There's no commented out code. I followed the development checklist. I know that piece. Not needed. This fast was not needed. This was needed. Update and include derived files. Let's check it. Does that impact this thing? No, it does not change a thing here. But that's okay. Small PR, here we go. So that's it. This is the upgrade of the gonna hit the hay. That's cool, mate. See you later. So that's it. PR and Home Assistant to upgrade AdGuard Home. Nice and done. Let's go upgrade the add-on. Let's release this thing. Good luck, mate. That's okay, mate. Thank you so much for tuning in. AdGuard Home can be closed. This can be closed. This can be closed. We do not need this anymore. This can be closed. This is our test instance. That's fine. Do I have local changes in my add-on yet? I minimized it. Get back here. No. This PC. Hello. I did not make any changes, so this is it. Let's do a release of the add-on. Should check later. Great AdGuard Home here. Releases. Adding the features, it's not a breaking change in any way. For the add-on, that is, so I guess we could do just like, it's not a patch, so we can do minor release. Let's get the changelog to put in here. Here we go. Changelog generated. That's it. What I should check though is these things were added. This is by Chorm. This was added by Chorm. This was added by somebody else. So we should make sure we proper credit the people who actually did the PRs. So let's get the PRs here closed. We did the bump. And Mammoth did the documentation changed. Base image got upgraded. Nice. AdGuard Home. I'm going to link to the AdGuard Home documentation log. And github.com. AdGuard Home. Looks fine. Full changelog, URLs corrected, Release version is okay. Be gone. GitLab.com has IO add-ons. Add-on AdGuard home / pipelines. Here we go. There we go. It's publishing. Community. Add-on AdGuard. So this is the community forums. We're going to leave a message. Plans to update. Yes, I do have plans to update. Right now. Here it is. Added release notes. Get the release notes out. So these are ready for publishing. Here you go. This thing is pretty quick though. I had it with this. This is released, that's updated. Always the slow kid on a block. I also need to go into TweetDeck because I want to tweet about this. Sure. TweetDeck, tweet about AdGuard with a link. So Twitter is ready. Going to do the same thing for the release channel. Announcements. Go. So that's ready. So the only thing now is to wait for it to freaking pop up. Then we have updated AdGuard, the add-on. We updated the Python library, the client library, and we opened up a PR with Home Assistant to update the client library in Home Assistant as well. That should do it. No. I'm missing one temperature sensor here, by the way. Are you awake? Or was it just the image? Just the image. Almost there. So that's it. Publishing. There it goes. It's checking all the versions of the add-ons. It already found out that AdGuard Home has an update waiting to be published. It's checking all the others as well to get the recent information. I should speed this up. This is still like the original code that I created in the beginning of the community add-ons repo. It should be updated to like async and more parallel, so this is more quicker than it's right now. This is just annoyingly slow. One of the many things to do though. There we go. So updating add-on AdGuard, generating the documentation, making changes, pushing it out, cleanup done. So right now it should be, here we go, it's released. So let's put out some announcements. That's the Discord. Let's tweet about it. Here we go, Twitter message gone, and let's update the topic here. All done, all set. So AdGuard 9.6 is now available. I'm going to upgrade mine right away. Let's go SIO system. Oh yeah, that's true. Refresh the add-on store. Yeah, update available. Update it. If the connection drops and the stream drops, you know this went wrong, since I'm actually streaming right now using the DNS. Starting Nginx. It's expected though. That's weird. Why would you actually check this one? Okay, never mind. Can't wait to try this out. Haven't you tried this out yet? The add-on is already available. AdGuard Home, there we go. Did I visit the adult website? Did I test something? Whatever. Look at this, beautiful. Beautiful. Amazon ad system, it's blocked. Really nice. So it seems to be working. And double click click.net. Nope. Nope, not yet. Was thinking of doing it tonight. Well, it's definitely worth it. I really enjoy the add-on. I really enjoy AdGuard in general, by the way. There's enough traffic blocked. Like if you look at, I don't know, like CNN.com. If it ever loads. There you go. Looks just clean. That's how we like it, right? And I do not use browser ad blocking, so this is pure AdGuard Home on my network. Working on some changes on my whole network, trying to check on everything that I can do to make it super secure. Might make a video about it. Yeah, I would wait, to be honest, with AdGuard at this point, since there's a ton of things going on. But for using it, yeah, sure. But I do not want you to make a video that it's might be inaccurate in a month or so. So just a little heads up there. But yeah, this is working, and I'm really happy with it. So when using Home Assistant with AdGuard, you don't need Pi-hole anymore. No, it's an alternative on Pi-hole. So AdGuard is like Pi-hole, but different. It's just like a different taste. And I really like it, since I think it's really built really well compared to Pi-hole. Pi-hole is more like a set of tools which are combined using scripts, where AdGuard Home is actually one solution built as a whole, and done really well. The guys are really good ones. They talk, they chat, they listen to the community, and I know I like them. It works really well, and at this point, the change they released in 0.96, it's totally up to par with Pi-hole. All the features that what were missing before are now released, and I think it's really competitive to Pile at this point. And even more features actually. It has more features than Pile at this point now. Is there a way to block anti-ad blocks? Here in Germany, many sites don't allow us to use anti-ad blocks on the site. That's hard. That's hard. That can only be done using browser-based blocking. So this is not browser-based blocking. Browser-based blocking could circumvent it. By the way, AdGuard has a browser plugin as well, and that thing is even more extreme than the desktop version of the server version. Absolutely a good one. Another reason to start with Home Assistant. There we go. So I'm going to say thank you for tonight. Actually, I'm done. My goal for tonight was to upgrade the add-on, the package, and open up a pull request with Home Assistant, and I checked off all 3 the boxes. So I'm done. This is it. Hi.
Hi.
Shall I finish? Say good night and say choo choo homies and stuff. Choo choo homies and stuff. Yeah. Is that allowed? You want to say choo choo homies?
No.
Oh, okay. He doesn't want to come on. No. He stays a ninja. Okay, guys, I'm going to say thank you. And NPCA, thank you for the follow, man. That's appreciated. Nor 4-hour stream tonight. No, I set my mind on to do something and I did it like quicker than I expected again, by the way. But yeah, I updated 3 things. I'm happy with my result for tonight. So I'm going to say later. Later, Frank. Later, against Parental. Good night, homie. And you can always watch Grey's Anatomy now.
I watched it and it was a terrible ending, and it's the last episode of the season.
A terrible ending, and it was the last episode of the season. Okay.
So I hate it.
She hated it. Late night ninja attack. No. But I'm going to say good night, guys.
Maybe
thank you for tuning in. Hope to see you next time. And yeah, choo choo, homies. Choo choo.